Hi there, welcome back to True Gooner. And in this video here, we have a hangout here with Bradley. How you doing, Bradley?
Good.
And I'm also with my good mate Hayden as well. How you doing, Hayden?
Hi, not too bad, thank you.
Oh, good. Right, so there's only one place to start, which is, of course, the FA Cup triumph yesterday. Bradley, what an outstanding performance. We'll start with you. What an outstanding performance that was.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I honestly went into the game very nervous. Didn't expect the way we played. I wonder where that performance was all season, honestly, because we played like that all year. We would have gone a lot further than we did.
You certainly did. What about you, Hayden? How are you feeling after that? Brilliant.
I think it's great. Just the fact that we were the underdogs, no one really expected us to win, and to come out the game was extraordinary.
Absolutely. And yeah, also Hayden, do you think that it was a good thing that we were the underdogs? Because the same thing happened against Man City, that we were the underdogs, but we still went out and won. So do you think it was a good thing that we were the underdogs for once?
I would say so. I mean, we had nothing to lose, really. We just went and enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
See that everyone expected them to win. If they didn't, which they didn't, then all the fans would be disappointed with them. Well, it's not with the season, because of course they still won the league. But
Yeah, definitely. Bradley, so which players particularly stood out for you? Do you think Sanchez, Mertesacker, who do you think?
Sanchez stood out. I think Holding had an awesome game at the back. Yeah, played well.
Yeah, I also thought Mertesacker was really good because he also he was only being called in due to the injuries. Hayden, what do you think about that?
I think all Arsenal fans didn't expect it. We saw Mertesacker in the team, and we thought, what's gonna happen? They'll probably put 4 or 5 past us. And he was a rock. Playing with the 3 at the back obviously helps him. He doesn't need to get dragged forward. He can just stay back, defend well, experience, lead the defence, and he did that. I thought he played really well. He was my man of the match, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could certainly argue that, and you could certainly argue for Alexis Sanchez. And also, I thought Granit Xhaka had a superb game. He dealt with Kante very well. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I thought, the past few weeks, him and Ramsey have formed a really good partnership, and I thought they just completely bossed that midfield.
Yeah, he dealt with Kante.
Yeah.
He dealt with N'Golo Kante very well.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, another talking point is the Ospina situation. Now, Bradley, I know over the years you've been a big fan of Ospina. Obviously,
Yeah.
I was a bit envied that he started ahead of Czech. Not because I don't think he's good, because I think he's a fantastic keeper, but simply because Czech's been very good lately, and Ospina hasn't played for 6 weeks. But do you actually think it was the right decision in the end? Well,
Yeah. Well, that I think it was a couple. How many? I think it was like the 86. Costa had a shot on goal, and if Ospina wasn't in there, it would have went in.
yeah.
I think Ospina. I reckon he sorts out the defense a lot, and I think Czech has been pretty disappointing all year for us. You can just see he's getting a bit old, but maybe I think Ospina will leave in the summer because he's not getting the game time that he deserves. I hope we go and get what's his name? The Sunderland keeper, Pickford, Jordan Pickford. Yeah,
he's actually not a bad keeper.
Pickford is, he's a good keeper.
Yeah.
Um,
sorry, go on, finish.
Another thing that I think we need to sort out is the striker issue, because I feel like Welbs he's not doing it, Giroud's not doing it, and they're not playing Perez. Perez is probably, in terms of lethal shooting, I reckon Perez should be up front, but who knows?
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Hayden, what's your thoughts on the goalkeeping and the striker situation? Do you think we need more adjustments in those 2 positions?
I think Ospina's too good to be a second keeper. I think he he probably could, maybe should go to not should, but he could definitely get into quite a lot of Premier League teams as his first keeper.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want him to, but I can see why he would. As Bradley said, he doesn't get the game time he deserves. When he gets played, he steps up. Yeah, he played both legs against Bayern Munich, didn't he?
Not. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Well, maybe not. I know he definitely played one, and I mean, he conceded 5,
Czech
but it wasn't
played
really
the
his
away
fault.
one.
Yeah, I think
Czech played.
So okay, they both conceded 5. It wasn't really their fault that Koscielny got sent off or got taken off both times. But I think apart from that, Ospina's played really well all season, all cup games. He's had to step in for a few Prem games, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And
he's just played really well.
And what about Hayden? What about the striker situation? Do you still think we need another striker, or do you think?
Yeah, I think. I don't know if we're going to get one. I don't know if we can attract a big name now.
I know.
I just don't think we can win the league with Giroud and Welbeck. I really rate Giroud. I really think he's a really good player, but he's more of a super sub sort of thing. He's more of a come on and score clinical goals. He's not one of those players that can score a goal a game. Sorry.
I think he's played so much better this season ever since he started coming off the bench.
Well, I mean, he came on yesterday, didn't he, and got an assist within a few minutes, I think it was.
Yeah. Literally right. It was literally right away. And also, what really got me proud about that was it was soon after Chelsea scored, and we immediately came back, because I was really thinking, oh, please don't let us pay for all those missed opportunities.
22 seconds. I was still quite confident with Chelsea being down 10 men.
Oh yeah.
I still was thinking we can do it, but I didn't think we'd do it after 22 seconds. That was just crazy.
Yeah. Bradley, what do you think about that? Do you think it was brilliant the mentality of how we bounced back immediately?
Yeah, I feel like the Moses send-off kind of helped our case as well, but yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
It was good how he got back so quickly, because I think they had the fight too, because it's like at the end of it, they had no urgency to put the ball in the back of the net. Should have been 10-0.
Yeah, it really should have been. Oh, yeah.
With a more clinical finisher, it probably would have been.
Yeah.
Welbeck had a big chance where he should have squared it to Ramsey, but he tried to shoot himself. Maybe he didn't see Ramsey. Maybe he just thought he could score, but that was at 1-0 in the first half. That should have gone in.
Yeah. What about that?
A couple more
chance at the end.
I thought Ozil's chip was poor. He did well, but
he did.
Maybe he could have done a bit better. I don't know. Well, I mean, of course he would have tried, but that was disappointing, I think, not to go in.
I think Cahill made more saves than Courtois did yesterday.
Yeah,
he was a rock. He was tough, but got 2 past him.
Yeah, definitely. Now, also going back to the situation on missing chances. Did you ever feel worried at any point in the game that Chelsea would actually come back? Because apart from early in the second half, and as soon as they scored the goal, I never really felt big threatened by such a good team like Chelsea. What do you think about that? Yeah.
As soon as we scored in the 3rd minute, I thought we'll last for long, but they dug deep and found a way through, found a way to hold the lead. And then, I honestly give big ups to them for it. Yeah. I'm seriously surprised that they won.
What about you, Hayden? Were you surprised at it? Obviously, we're all surprised about how simple it was, but were you surprised the way we actually won in the manner that we did?
Well, I was going to say, so we scored in the 3rd or 4th minute. Straight from kickoff at the start of the game, Chelsea had the ball in our box and were threatening to cross it in. And I thought it was going to be one of those games. Especially with the team that we had put out on paper, I thought it wasn't going to happen. And then all of a sudden, Arsenal started passing it around. You might say Sanchez got a bit lucky. You might say he just kept fighting and he tucked it away.
Yeah.
And when that happened, the way the ref handled it, you knew it was always going to be a goal. The ref wouldn't have gone over to the linesman if he didn't think it should have been a goal. So once that happened, I was quite confident, to be honest. Maybe I was more excited than confident, but it was good. Diego Costa's goal, I mean, he did well, but it got deflected like twice by Holding and Mertesacker. And I thought that was a bit lucky. That was only him and Kante had a good shot, and that was basically all I saw for Chelsea.
Spinner did well on that with that one as well.
Yeah, he did superb.
You mentioned earlier, actually, Costa had a shot late on that was good. Mertesacker got a big block in at one point.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had a few chances, but not really anything to really worry me.
Yeah.
I thought they'd have more anyway.
Yeah. And also, coming back to this, another player who's been under a lot of stick lately is Aaron Ramsey. And I actually think, I know he got the winning goal yesterday, but regardless of that, in his last few games, he's been playing a lot better.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think about that, Brad? Aaron Ramsey gone a lot better. Do you think we're now starting to see signs of the old Aaron Ramsey?
Yeah, I honestly think as soon as we took, even though Coughlin's a good player to come on and hold the lead, I think ever since him and Xhaka started to play together, it's gotten a lot better. Xhaka holds the defense. He holds the midfield. He passes it all around the field. I reckon Aaron Ramsey's playing a lot better now. He's got Xhaka because Xhaka holds the midfield, and then Ramsey can go up, push up, and then track back as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel confident having Xhaka at the heart of the midfield.
Definitely. And also, do you think it's also to do with this new formation that Ramsey's actually suiting well at this new formation?
Yeah, I'm happy with the three. Is it? Yeah, I think it's 3-4-2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, 3-4-2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I reckon it's good, and it also gives Özil and Sanchez the license to roam wherever they want.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like we've seen Sanchez more back at a centre mid role than we did it in an attacking role yesterday. He was back defending constantly. He just doesn't give up.
Yeah, we always like to see a lot of fights. Now, Hayden, will come to you with this. But with Alexis Sanchez. Now, 30 goals he's got this season. So, how vital is it that we hold on to this man?
Extremely. We need to. I know people are saying how big Özil, how big Sanchez are. Sanchez performs every single game. He's just got such good passion for the club, it seems, or maybe football in general. Özil is world class on his game, but I think Sanchez is the more important player to make sure we sign.
Yeah.
If we keep him, we will then bring more players around him, and more players will be attracted to the club. They'll see that it still is a big club despite a poor season.
Absolutely.
But overall, last year, what it will be. Without him, I think it's going to be tough. It will be hard to keep him, I think, but
it's going to be very difficult to replace.
I think we can do it.
It's going to be very difficult to replace him. And I certainly wouldn't swap him for any player in the world. I wouldn't swap him for any player in the world.
I think he's just a different level compared to what I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Well, the past 5 years or so, anyway.
Yeah. Bradley, do you actually think we will actually end up keeping him and giving him the money that he wants?
I feel like I hope we keep both of them. I think if one goes, then it'll bring someone else in, but it's gonna have to be someone big for us to be happy with letting them go.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're not gonna stay at the club forever.
Oh no.
I feel like Özil. I'd probably keep Özil over Sanchez, just because Sanchez. There's a lot of players that there's a lot of players in that position. Özil, in that position, there's no one better.
Yeah, interesting comment. Yeah, and finally, obviously, do you think that this FA Cup win does give a good ending? Because don't forget, this has actually been a very disappointing season. So, what do you think we actually need to do now to actually go on and achieve bigger and better? Because obviously, what we all want is the Premier League and competing in the Champions League. So, Bradley, what do you think? Come to you first. What do you think we need to do to actually finally make that step up?
Sign a striker, top class striker. Maybe sort out. Maybe get a goalkeeper. Or I feel like Martinez will be a good one like soon, but you can't hold on. We can't sit there and hope that he's going to get good, because who knows? But he'll be good one day. I think we can't plan for the future anymore. We want now. We don't want in 5 years. We want now.
I agree. What about you, Hazel? What do you actually think we need to do this summer for us to be able to get back onto the level?
I think we need to change up the top before anything else happens. Sanchez and Ozil, they're more likely to stay, and other players, Oxlade-Chamberlain people, they're more likely to stay if they see the club is changing, if they see that there's out Usmanov in. That's a big thing that could happen at the top, which will then change. I think if that does happen, Wenger will be given another season, which I'd be happy with, to see Wenger under a new owner. And the players, therefore,
do you think Wenger will stay?
I think he's going to stay whatever happens, but I don't really want him to stay if nothing else happens at the top of the club. If a change happens, Usmanov in, I'm more than happy to see Wenger have one more season.
Fair enough. What's your take on that, Brad? Do you think Arsene Wenger should stay on regardless, or do you think it's time to change?
I feel like we go through this every season. He's always going to stay. He's not going to go yet. I reckon he'll stay another 2 years. They'll give him another 2 years.
Well, but the thing is, should he stay on?
If you look at what he's done, everyone moans at him for not changing, for being the same old boring 1990 whatever manager. But the end of the season, yes, it was too late this season, but he did make a change. He's gone 3 at the back, and we've been winning games. I don't know if you know, Seb or Brad, how many we lost with 3 at the back, but
One.
Don't think it was many, if any.
It was only the Spurs game. We won every other game.
We've won every other game, right? So you look at that and you think, is that something to build on next season? If we just make a few improvements, like Brad says, a striker, get some of these players signed on for a bit more certainty about their future. Is that something we can do next season? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
I reckon regardless of who we sign, we keep the 3 at the back. Who's our strongest 3 at the back is the question.
I personally think Mustafi, Koscielny, and Holding.
I'd probably go those 3 as well.
Yeah, but you think of, like, Mustafi has been good, but at the same time he's been poor this season. Second half of the season,
second half of the season, Mustafi,
from the injury onwards,
was a different player than he was in the first half of the season.
So you can't completely rule out Mustafi yet. You look at how he played in the FA Cup, and I'm not jumping the gun here or whatever. He had one good game, doesn't mean he deserves a place every single game, but
no,
he's definitely pushing for a place, and rightly so. He's not looking bad at all.
Back from Schalke. See, I feel like Monreal is solid at the back.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard to get him. It'd be harsh, to if he gets dropped with someone else to
Yeah. I
replace him.
seriously think Kieran Gibbs is going to go this summertime.
Kieran Gibbs.
Yeah.
Kieran Gibbs
And-
should go to a club like Palace or something.
Yeah.
I'm not. He's good. He's a good top class player. He just he struggles to find his form. I feel like he struggles to find where he belongs on the pitch.
Yeah.
2 years ago, when he had 2 or 3 years ago, he had a really good season. I looked at Monreal and I thought he's never ever going to get in this team. I just thought, I don't know why he's here, to be honest. And now you look at him and he's just completely changed his game over 2 or 3 years. I can't see him getting dropped anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, the final question is, obviously, as we all knew last week, we are in the Europa League, sadly, which I'm not happy about, but would you take it seriously that you want us to go out and win it, or would you just ditch it and then prioritise the Premier League? What would you do? Would you ditch the Europa League, or would you prioritise it?
I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably ditch it. Just hope get rid of it wouldn't bother me getting knocked out straight away. I hope we don't. I hope we go and win it, but it wouldn't really bother me because.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll love us to win it, but I just think you can. The thing is, you can either prioritise that or the Premier League. You simply can't prioritise both.
Exactly.
Hayden, what about you? Would you focus on the Premier League or Europa League?
You look at what Mourinho did. He put out weakish sort of teams, young guys in the Europa League. He got to a certain point where he knew the best chance of getting Champions League was to win the Europa League. So he put Romero. I don't know what I'm saying. He put some of the young players to play in the Premier League games, and he saved his big players for Europa League. I mean, against Arsenal, we were playing against 3 or 4 youngsters that no one had ever heard of. So maybe something like that. In all honesty, I think if we want to win a cup in Europe anytime soon, the Europa League's the one we're going to win.
Yeah, it has to be.
You look in the Champions League, we're not one of the best teams in Europe. We may have been at one point, but we're not anymore.
Yes, but Hayden, what do we want to get back on that level? So what do we do to get back on that level?
Well, we can't just go straight in for it. I think we need to start where it's slightly easier. Start in the Europa League, start in the Premier League, and then we start competing for the Champions League. But I want us to go for this Europa League.
Right.
Just to get all the people that don't like us and all the negative press and stuff, just to get them to shut up, really.
Yeah, I totally agree. Obviously, I've done my own formal review, so that will be out shortly for the viewers, and it has all my thoughts on all that. And yeah, we'll wrap the show up there. Thank you very much, Bradley, for joining me, and thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure speaking to us.
No problem. Thank you.
In a happy time. It's been what I can conclude it. It's been a good end to a disappointing season. That's the best way to phrase it, don't you think? All right.
Yep.
And obviously, viewers, if you haven't subscribed, do so and give the video a like if you haven't done. And thanks very much for watching. And I'll speak to you soon. And come on, you Reds.